Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Lashay. If you're new, welcome. Join the family, all that jazz. If you're not new, welcome back. So today's video is a fun girl talk video. I'm doing a relationship deal breakers, like no compromising at all. So I will give you guys what my deal breakers are for me since I'm newly booed up, you know, even though he's been my man. But yeah, since I'm not single anymore, I thought I would give you my deal breakers because I know what I don't tolerate and I know what I do tolerate. And yeah, so yeah, let's just get straight into this video. Number one deal breaker that is like no compromising is no ambition. I cannot date a guy who does not have ambition. That's so important to me because I'm such an overly ambitious girl and I'm very into my career. I need a guy who is going to match my ambition. And before my current relationship, I've dated guys who had no ambition, no goals, no career, and even like friendships. I don't like having friends who don't have any ambition. Like if you want to just work to pay bills, that's fine, but if you're not working and you don't have any goals, like what are you doing with your life? Nothing. A no for me. Like I cannot deal with someone not having any like aspirations in life because again, I'm so ambitious and career oriented that like my mind wires on success. That's all I think about. So to date a guy who isn't like that, I have never once pursued a guy who was like that. And guys I dated in the past, once I like seen that they were not ambitious, I cut them off immediately. Number two, which goes into number one, I can't date no man who has no job. First of all, you want to get technical, that's a deal breaker. And again, deal breakers are no compromising. If you don't have a job, do not talk to me. As me speaking, and I know a lot of you watch my vlogs and you know, see that I quit my jobs. That's different than me not having a job. Like when I quit a job, it's because I don't want to stay there. I know I can get a job easily and I know my bills are paid at least. The little things may be delayed, like my car might be late, but I know like my rent is gonna be good. I know my lights are on, you know, little stuff like that. The important shit is paid. But for you to be a man, I feel like I can't date a guy who's not giving me security. Months ago, I dated this guy briefly who I'm very highly thrown off and very unattractive people like quick. So like one little thing you do, I'm just not attracted to you anymore. And this one guy, he had a job, but he did nothing with his money. Like he had nothing to show for it. Like you should be saving up for something, have something to work toward. He had no ambition. Like you just working to work. So you getting these little $300 paychecks a week and you're doing nothing with it. And he had no apartment, no bill. So like, where's your money going? So yeah, but I have also like briefly talked to people who didn't have a job, and I can't date a man with no job. I do not care. You're a grown man, you need to have a job. My third deal breaker, which ties into what I just said, number two, a guy who does not have an apartment or a car. I'm not saying you need to have both, I'm saying or. You need to have an apartment or a car. I dated this guy last year and his whole excuse was he didn't have a car. He would come over and expect me to give him a ride home. Like, he wanted to take me out. Yeah, I'm thinking that he's taking me out. Let's go bowling, meet up with his cousins. He's like, yeah, so you're gonna drive? Don't ask me out if you had no intentions on getting us there. Like, if you're going to do that, at least, like, figure it out. Like, I shouldn't be the one drive. Like, you shouldn't be assuming I'm gonna drive us there. Like, that's unattractive. And this other guy I was trying to date, like, 2 years ago, he wanted to take me out, but he like wanted me to come and get him, and I'm sorry, it's not happening. Definitely ways to take girls out when you don't have a car, but be independent about it, where you wouldn't even know, when a girl wouldn't even know you don't have a car because you're so independent and such a like, you know, you're a guy, you're a man, you're doing man shit. I would never, like, it's just such a turn on. Like, that's a deal breaker. Like, you have to have, and I say or an apartment. I'm 23, I've been in my own apartment since forever now. So every time I date a guy, I'm like, damn, I'm always gonna have to come to my apartment to, you know, make out, hang out, whatever. I want to go to the guy's place sometimes, you know, like, damn, can we go to your crib? And guys out here or that I've known, they ain't got their own crib. They staying with a friend, staying with an aunt, staying with a cousin. Like, I just love house hopping, and that's such a turn off. Like, I know we all go through things, but like, it's a turn off. Like, I don't care, it's a turn off. So another deal breaker I have, my fourth one, if you're a drug dealer or in a gang, I do not want to deal with you at all. A lot of girls like that. A lot of my friends are dating that, and that's just not me. I don't want you to sell. I don't see anything attractive about it. Like, I know people are like, oh, you wouldn't know until you found out, and when I find out, I'm not gonna like it. I don't know. Or when you do already know, I don't know, that doesn't, like, I know things happen, but I feel like if you're gonna sell drugs, at least get on your feet and get a real job. And a lot of these men they just want to sell drugs. They don't want a real job. They don't even want to try. And I'm not talking about the ones with felonies, because a lot of these young boys don't have no felonies. They don't have no jail record. So there should be no reason why you're not trying to get a real job. So yeah, that's a turn off. If you sell drugs, don't come at me. Well, I am not single, so don't come at me anyway. Or if you're in a gang, I do not want to deal with you at all. My fifth deal breaker, and this is like a big one also, if you're abusive. Like, I'm not dating no abusive man. Growing up, I have seen, you know, my family members be in abusive relationships, and I just feel like as a girl, when you see that, you shouldn't want that. And for other females, it's different. Like, they see it and they repeat it. Like, I could have sworn when you see something, you want the opposite. It don't work that way. So a lot of these girls get in abusive relationships and they stay with the men. My next relationship deal breaker, I think it's number 6, is smokers. If you smoke weed, cigarettes, heavy drugs, dub. I'm not trying to have no correlation with you at all. I don't like weed. I don't like the smell of it. I don't want to be around it. So I'm not going to date someone who does it, especially because a lot of the guys who do it, they sell it where I live, not in the world, but where I live. So if you selling it, you're gonna smoke it, and I definitely don't want to be around. My last deal breaker is not supporting my career. I think support is a huge thing. If you don't have anyone who supports you or is in your corner, I just think that it's not gonna work. You know, my boyfriend supports me 100% with my career choices, and I think that's like the biggest reason why I really love him. Like, he supports me 100%. He always tells me I'm gonna get there. He always tells me I can do anything that I put my mind to, that I'm gonna become successful, I'm gonna make it. Like, he really supports me. I mean, he's not subscribed to my YouTube channel, which pisses me off, but he's a boy. But he supports my dreams, like, 100%. If you don't have anyone who can build you up and get you to where you wanna be, like, I feel like, why are you dating them? That's a big thing. Like, I'm not dating you for fun. A man who wants to take care of you and wants you to focus on your education and career, that's a huge, big, supportive, like, brownie point, you know? That's what you want. That's what every girl wants. So if a guy doesn't support me in my dreams, deuces. That's just like a big thing. That's all I have, and this is it for this video. If you guys enjoyed my relationship deal breakers, let me know your thoughts on what you guys agree on, what you disagree on, and what are your deal breakers. Let me know. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Come back again. I will see you at the next video. Bye.